Today is Wednesday, July the 8th, and while the market was up, there really wasn't a lot to look at. I mean, technology and financials really blew things out of the market. In communications, it's really, Google, Facebook, Disney, Netflix, Verizon, AT&T, Amazon, Home Depot. So all of the stocks that we follow were up. Walmart was down, despite having some news about having an Amazon Prime subscription thing planned. But nonetheless, there's just not a lot of volume, and there isn't the commitment that you think that there is when you look at the headlines. When we look at the numbers underlying the market, just take a quick look here, and let's look right here. This is our oscillator, nudged up just a tiny bit. In fact, if you look at the overall numbers for advancers and decliners, it looks like advancers were almost up 2-to-1 over declining stocks, but it wasn't that way with the McClellan, where you had a much narrower difference between advancers and decliners, and your overall volume was just a little bit more than the prior 2 days of the week, but still pretty anemic. When you look at the big volume days that we've had, all the way back to the beginning of May, we're not approaching that volume at all. This looks more like the last week, in here, May the 14th, the middle of May. The volume just isn't there. Advancers and decliners, you can see the advancing volume was just certainly not 2-to-1 over the declining volume. And the summation index took another little bit of a tip down yesterday. We had just a little bit of a shoulder. But the charts tell you that the Dow Jones didn't do anything, still in a flat direction as we were thinking it would do. The NASDAQ, of course, closed at a new high today, right at the top of its range, because you've got a very bullish Apple. Look at Apple today, up over the 150% mark. You've got, if you look at Tesla, I mean, my goodness, Tesla. Tesla, this is the weekly chart. If we look at it on a daily basis, actually it finished a little bit down. Amazon, powerful, heading up to 161.8, where it's definitely going to see, it's a weekly chart here, where it's definitely going to see some selling. Home Depot, to me, having the short 245s and 250s that expire next week, I'm very happy with the way things are going. I would love it to stay around 247. This pennant is what we're looking at, so we're looking at some kind of a breakout, probably higher, but I just don't see how it's going to happen in a channeling market. Between now and the elections, I don't expect we're going to see a tremendous move in the market one way or the other, unless the coronavirus really starts to pick up and things start to close down again. The market should just continue sideways. Caterpillar finished off of its highs, but again, it's just channeling. FCX, I didn't buy more FCX, but I'm waiting. Sure was an opportunity. Almost, we hit yesterday's high of $12.99 and then pulled back. So really, I'm looking for something over 13 before I step in and double my current position. And I've only got 25% or a quarter of the position that I'd like to have in this stock. In fact, you might even say with the value of the stock, I might have only have 1/8 of a position, and I may buy 8 times what I have now. But I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to step in little steps. But I'm still thinking that the market is going sideways, and that's why we can keep this video to under 5 minutes again today.